All right, guys, I know I said it would be a two-part series, but I wanted to add one more thing for y'all. I'm sorry. All right. So, if you don't know who I am, I'm Zia Build a Business You Love. And if you haven't checked out the previous two videos about what to ask before signing a lease for your event space, then you need to check those two videos out. Because before you sign that dotted line, guys, some stuff needs to be in place, some questions need to be asked, and you have to have a clue about what the heck you're signing, okay? If you don't know who I am, like I said, I'm Zia, Build a Business You Love. I am your realistic event space mentor with one earring right now. And I talk to the people who are scared. I talk to the people who really don't know, because let's be honest, we were not taught this stuff in school, right? And I completely get that. And I wish I had this information before when I first started. So I understand what you guys need, and that's what I'm delivering to y'all. Before I get started, I want to mention that I do have a full event space course called the Ultimate Event Space Course 2.0 that actually teaches you how to start, operate, and manage an event space. Okay, so this is not like one of those courses that is, 30 minutes long. Okay, we talk about things like being overwhelmed. We talk about things like fearing failure. We talk about things like getting successful, the transformation. We talk about getting started, getting funded, how to find a space, how to market your space, how to operate, how to manage when things go wrong, because they will go wrong, as well as AI and Canva, a walkthrough. So if you like any of my videos, you're going to love the course, because it's a great course. It really goes deep, y'all. Anyway, so I want to talk to you guys about the last point that I wanted to make in this series about before you sign a lease, some things you need to consider. So in the previous videos, we talked about leases, types of leases, the things you need to ask about leases, what's responsible and who's responsible for what in the leases. We talked about restrictions, parking, zoning, hidden costs, occupancy and safety recommendations and requirements, which we went in a little bit, right? In this video here, we're going to talk about build out. So first, let's quickly define what a build out or concession period is. This is the period that allows you to make necessary renovations or improvement before the lease officially starts. That's the full definition of build out. The definition of concession is the period that sets the amount of free or reduced rent time to allow you to get the space ready for your events. You guys see the difference? So when people are writing in all of these chat groups and they're like, oh, you got to ask for build out. Remember, build out just says that your lease doesn't necessarily start yet. Whereas the concession time is your lease is starting, but it's allowing for free or reduced time. Either way, y'all, I'm gonna be honest with y'all, I'm gonna be 100 with y'all. When you send in your LOI, honestly, they're gonna put that in the back end. They're gonna add it to the amount of your lease. Nobody's taking a loss. I'm being 100% honest with y'all. One way or another, that landlord is going to get that rent that they want. So whether they put it on the back end or if they add it to or divide it by the amount of months that's in the lease, they figure out a way to get that money back. So don't think that you're getting anything for free. Didn't I tell you I'm going to spit that tea? I'm going to clock that tea. I'm going to give y'all all the game, right? So the things that you need to ask for your landlord when you're negotiating, either build out or concessions or a free build out period, you guys need to negotiate that rent. You need to ask them, what are they willing to do? And in this time, you need to ask, you need to know how much time you need in order to get ready. This way you can put it inside of your LOI when you're starting your negotiation period. Now, you could also ask if the landlord is willing to cover any of or contribute any of the necessary renovations. So things like flooring, lighting, maybe the bathroom, getting the place ADA ready is a big one. So those are some of the questions you could ask for that as well. You could also ask if you can get a reduced rent period to allow for setup and marketing. I think about that, right? Because for a lot of people, even though I teach you guys to get the ball rolling while you're starting, a lot of people just don't. So you need some time to, get to marketing. Now, I'm not going to sit here and tell you that the landlord is going to take up every clause that you put in there and every recommendation that you ask them for, because they're likely not. So be very, very, very intentional on what you ask for. But if you don't ask, a closed mouth don't get fed. Because another question you could ask is, would they be willing to deliver the space to you in a move-in ready condition, or at least covering the essential improvements? Because sometimes they do. Now, I will say this. I will say just be ready, right? When you see a space, well, I give you all this tea in the class, y'all. I can't give y'all all the tea. I can't give y'all all the tea. But be ready, right? Be ready to negotiate, okay? Some landlords won't offer free rent, but they may say we'll reduce it at a certain price or certain cost, or cover some upgrades, or they'll do something, right? Just be ready. Be ready mentally. Be ready financially. Because we'll go into a space and we'll have all these things and all of these renovations that goes on in our own heads, right? And we didn't actually cover the cost in our heads, right? So we have to also make sense, because build out can also mean architect. Build out can also mean inspections. Build out can also mean a lot of time. All of these things correlate back to money. If you've made it this far in the video, I think I deserve a little bit of some digital currency. Be sure to subscribe to my channel. Put a comment in there to get my algorithm going. Put in a thank you or a hello. Even if it's a hello, I don't care. Put in a hello. I appreciate you guys. And, thank you guys so much for watching my videos. And check out my Event Space course. If I give you this much game for free, imagine what the course gives you. All right. Thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate your time. And I'm out. Later.